Today, I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you. You've been lied to about the best way to grow your wealth. You heard that right. 90% of the strategies out there claiming to help you grow your wealth either don't work, are way too risky, or in an increasing number of cases, are outright scams designed to separate you from your money, not grow it. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, frustrated, or feel like you're always searching for a better way to grow your wealth, then this video is for you. First, I'm going to tell you about some strategies that you may have seen or are thinking about trying that will more than likely lead to you losing money. Then, I will give you some solid concepts for avoiding falling for one of these investment traps either now or in the future. And if you stay with me until the end, I will show you a simple, proven strategy that's been delivering market beating results for over 25 years without the stress, the hype, or the guesswork. So let's get into it. Most of what you've been told about investing flat out doesn't work. The internet and social media platforms are flooded with opportunities promising to make you massive returns. They are preying on everyone's expressed or hidden desire to get rich quick. After all, who would not want to do that? But don't miss this headline. The only one making massive returns from these opportunities are the people trying to sell them to you. Their goal is to profit from the confusion that they create. I'm going to give you 6 examples of ineffective or risky investing strategies, often promoted on social media platforms. These strategies usually have 3 things in common, either one of which is a good sign to stay away. First, they are typically hyped by people pretending to be what I call a finfluencer. That's a confluence of financial and influencer. Second, they have little to no verifiable track record and likely will lead to significant financial losses. Lastly, they almost always will be playing on your emotion in one way, shape, or form. So here are the 6 strategies. Number 1, pump and dump schemes. Scammers buy and then promote a stock, often a low-priced penny stock, through social media, emails, or fake news, with the goal of driving up its price by getting tons of people to buy in. This is the pump part of the scheme. Then once the price rises because those being scammed are buying it, they will sell those initial shares at a huge profit. That's the dump, leaving all other investors with basically worthless stock. Number 2, fake trading platforms. Now, full disclosure here, I got caught up in one of these and I made it my mission to warn as many people as possible. Here's how it works. Fraudulent websites or apps are set up to mimic legitimate trading platforms. There's virtually no way to know just by looking that these are fake. The scheme is to lure users into depositing funds for investing. These platforms will then show massive fake profits in order to encourage and excite you into making even larger deposits. But when the time comes to make a withdrawal, forget it. These are impossible. Your money is gone. Scam number 3, crypto scams. Scammers will exploit the crypto craze, promising huge returns through fake initial coin offerings or ICOs. I'm talking about the promise of hundreds or even thousands of percent gain in just days. Now, web reports from 2025 indicate a huge rise in AI-driven crypto scams where bots mimic human interaction to build trust before outright stealing funds. Scam number 4, high-yield investment programs. HYIPs, as they're also called, advertised guaranteed high return with minimal risk, often through complex sounding schemes like arbitrage or forex tradings. These are frequently Ponzi schemes where returns that are actually paid out are paid from new investors' money rather than from legitimate investing profits. These schemes will promise 1 to 2% daily returns or 15% per month, only to disappear before any gains are actually realized. Scheme number 5, meme stocks or fear of missing out investing. Social media groups will create a frenzy around a meme stock, You may remember the GameStop hype back in 2021. Anyway, these groups will encourage users to buy based on viral trends or, again, the fear of missing out. These strategies rely solely and totally on emotional engagement rather than any company fundamentals whatsoever. This leads to volatile investing with a high risk of loss. Scheme number six, get rich quick online groups. Again, full disclosure, I've joined several of these groups to learn more about them so that, again, I can warn as many people as possible. These groups offer to teach you how to make quick profits through day trading or by using options. These scams offer the advice and counsel of a group leader, offering their sage advice within a chat room. If you ever come across anyone in this group that calls themselves a professor, then get out of the group immediately. Furthermore, these groups are pre-populated with users who are all in on the scam and who offer their enthusiastic energy to create a false sense of a real community of people looking to succeed together. Again, they are playing on your emotions. And at the end of the day, this group will typically direct you into one of the first five schemes that I just told you about. So, what do these all have in common? Number one, lack of regulation or verification. These scam promoters lack any credentials and are unregistered with either the SEC, that's the Securities and Exchange Commission, or with FINRA, which is the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. Always check if the promoter is a licensed financial professional by going to FINRA's Broker Check website or by looking on the SEC's database. Number two, they offer misleading or incomplete information. Social media posts are usually brief, they focus on hype, and they almost never make any mention of risk, which is an immediate red flag. Number three, emotional manipulation. Strategies trying to create a sense of urgencies or by insinuating the opportunity for fast and great wealth by their very nature, they exploit your emotions, not your logic, leading to you making an impulsive decision. Now, these scams are everywhere and they're getting better every day. Like I shared, I have decades of experience and I still got caught up in the hype. So, what can you do to protect yourself? Well, let me give you a three-step plan to avoid being caught in any financial trap. First, do your homework. Always verify platforms with regulatory agencies like the SEC or FINRA and avoid any offer that sounds too good to be true. A simple Google search will often turn up valuable information about these scams, but be careful. These scams come and go so quickly that not even Google can keep up. It is unlikely that you will ever see the same scam advertised more than once across any social media platform. Number two, avoid unsolicited advice. Social media is a great starting point for sharing ideas, but be skeptical of unsolicited tips or groups, as these may be fronts for scammers. And ask yourself this question: if the information is really as good as claimed, then why would somebody be willing to share it in the first place? And number three, consult a professional. Seek advice from a licensed financial advisor rather than a social media personality. So here's the plain truth: successful investing isn't flashy, and it's also not hard. I would argue that it can be downright boring. But beating the market safely and building generational wealth slowly is about three things: consistency, discipline, and using the strategy that actually works and has been around for a long time. One of the most reliable ways to invest and grow wealth is called momentum investing. This is a quantitative, data driven, unemotional approach that frequently shifts your money into the best performing funds and stays out of the laggards. In other words, if an investment option is trending upward with strength, you ride it. But if it starts to fail or lag behind other choices that you have, you rotate out and look for another better candidate. There's no guessing, there's no timing the market, just following the numbers. This is how long term investors protect their downside and capture upside consistently, year in, year out. And here's where it gets real. Compass Investors has been using a fund momentum strategy for over 25 years and has helped thousands of people gain financial freedom and reduce the stress of managing their own investments. And the results? An average annual return of over 12%. That's during good markets, bad markets, even including the tech crash in 2001 and the real estate crash in 2008, which you may recall were wealth destroying market years, causing even retirees to have to go back to work just to afford to live. We don't try to pick hot stocks and we don't try to time the market. What we do is apply our momentum model to funds available in most retirement and brokerage accounts, like 401ks or thrift savings programs and IRAs. And if you're not eligible for a company retirement plan right now, we can help you build your own using your existing brokerage account. And it works year after year. You might be asking, why do we use funds instead of stocks? Well, it's simple. Funds, unlike individual stocks, are available in almost every retirement plan. They are diversified, they're professionally managed, and they're regulated. And lastly, most importantly, when you apply a momentum strategy to a fund, they give you better results without all the potential large ups and downs that come from owning individual stocks that can see an entire year's worth of gains erased with one bad earnings report. Now, don't misunderstand. We are advocating a strategy that is very different from what the industry would have you do, which is to buy and hold a single target date fund or a balanced fund, or to put your money into a static collection of a few funds and maybe look at it once or twice a year. What we do is quite the opposite of that. But our objective, unlike the strategies I just mentioned, which puts the needs of the financial advisor first, is to put you and your best interests at the forefront. You deserve better than a buy and hold strategy, or what I prefer to call more accurately a buy and hope strategy. You deserve more than some generic target date or balanced fund or an annual checkup. Compass Investors has built a smarter path for growing wealth, and you can start applying our approach right now, right inside your existing retirement account. There's no need to set up a new account. There's no day trading. There's no stress. So, if I could show you a way to get stronger returns with less risk that has been used for more than 2 decades by thousands of people, would you be interested in taking a closer look? I hope your answer is a definitive yes. So if you're ready to invest smarter, leave the hype of get-rich-quick schemes in the dust, and finally take control of your financial future, please visit our company website, compassinvestors.com, or click the link below to learn more about how our strategy works and how you can get started using it today.